What do you get when you gobble down dicks? Judged, apparently.
Doesn't it seem like every video that I post, they're gradually getting worse and worse and worse? Guys, let me tell you something, and it's going to be a hard pill to swallow. This truth, you're just going to have to accept and stomach and move on. The women that you come into contact with today in the future, whether it's at the library, at your church, at the bookstore, wherever, they're getting smashed. They've been ran through. They're already hooking up with a guy as you're talking to them. See, women don't take breaks. That, like us men, we take breaks to work on ourselves after a relationship or whatever. Women just hop to the next guy, to the next guy, to the next guy, to the next guy, because it's so easy for them to get a guy to hook up with. So you're out there and you're probably wondering, where can I find a virtuous woman? Where can I find a woman who hasn't been ran through and damaged and slept with this guy and this guy and this guy? Unfortunately, you're not going to really find it. Now, you can go to a different continent or a little small country, right? Maybe the Sahara Desert, they might have a woman out there. But I'm telling you right now, the women that you meet, they're already hooking up with dudes. They're getting ran through by this dude, by this dude. See, here's the reason why this is happening. Number one, the media is promoting it. And number two, and this is going to frustrate a lot of you guys, but it's the truth. Way back when women weren't able to vote or, take care of themselves or go to work or do these different things, go to school, they got with average guys because they had to. See, this is why the average everyday guy is kind of struggling getting with women, because these women in the past had to get with those guys for survival to get to the next day. Now, women can do what they want. They can generate their own income. So it's just a bonus. So now they're just going for guys who they strictly want to have sex with because they can. The guys who they really desire because they don't need the average guy for the most part anymore. Now they're like, okay, you know what? I can pay my own bills. I got a car. I got my own little apartment. Let me go get with that guy who I'm really into. Let me show the world how freaky I am. And women are doing this so they can feel empowered. But to be honest with you, it just looks like, it looks ridiculous, right? So these women think that empowerment means showing their body, means putting bananas down their mouth and doing hot dog, throws and all this stuff like that down their throat. It's because it's a trend, right? So women are following these different trends and they think it's all cool because, let's be honest, there's so many simps out there. So there's going to be a thirsty dude that's going to wife them. They'll find a guy. Now, would that guy want to stick around for them long term when they find out that that woman's been sleeping around, do whatever? It depends. But most men, they're so desperate for companionship and sex, they'll just accept a woman if she slept with 1,000 guys, right? It's crazy, but it's the hard, cold truth. Heck, your woman is sleeping around on you. Your ex-wife, the woman you're with right now, she's talking to another guy. See, a lot of women, they probably won't actually physically cheat on you, but they'll emotionally cheat. So when they're talking to a guy at work or they're fantasizing about a dude at the gas station that they always see, trust me, they're waiting on that opportunity. Now, they might really care about you and they might like the situation, but women know who they're going to sleep with before they break up with you. They already got their eye out. See, us men, when we get broken up with or the situation there with a woman, we're out there kind of on the hunt, or we got to look. Women already know. Matter of fact, they've already slept around a few times with that guy, or they've slept around with him in the past. They know him, so it's easy for them to monkey branch and make that transition. It's a tough reality, man. And a lot of men, they want a woman who's pure. Let's be honest. Who wants to marry or settle down with a woman who's been around the block, who's done this, who's done that. What man really, truly wants that? If you had the option, you'd want a woman, whose body count is somewhat low. But let's be honest, you can't control it. Only thing you can control is who you pick and choose to deal with. Now, I'll say this. A lot of these women, they can disguise themselves as good girls, right? Even the woman who had the short hair, which is a red flag, the woman who looked like she doesn't have any tattoos, the really, really pale girl, a lot of guys would think, oh, she's an innocent girl. I don't think she gets down like that. She doesn't look like she get out like that, right? Even though those 4 or 5 girls that were at that bachelorette party, a lot of guys will say, oh, they don't look like they get out like that. Listen, the ones who look innocent are the ones who are the most kinkiest and freakiest because they know how to conceal it. They know, okay, I'm not going to get a lot of tattoos. I'm not going to be out there really like that. I'm going to dress kind of modestly and keep my body as far as pure the image, right? So women are out there at bachelorette parties doing all types of different stuff. I've heard so many different stories of women sleeping with this dude at the bachelorette party. Yes, soon-to-be wives are out there doing that, are out there doing these different things. Guys, it's the truth. And if you're out there in the field and you sleep around and hook up with women, you yourself know, yeah, these girls get out. How many of you have slept with females who had boyfriends, who had husbands? A lot of you probably like, oh, I don't know. Trust me, you have. You know how sometimes you meet a woman and you guys click and you guys are having a good time and you guys hook up and have sex once or twice after that she ghosts you? I'm gonna be honest. A lot of the times it's because they already have a boyfriend or they already have a guy that they really like or seeing. So they hook up with you, then they hook up with another guy. A lot of women, they'll sleep with 3-4 guys in a week. Trust me, that's nothing to a woman because it's so easy. They have so many different avenues and ways to access different men. And a lot of women can easily access the right person. They can sleep with a guy. If she's a 4 out of 10, she can sleep with a guy who's a 7 or 8 out of 10, just like that. As a man, unfortunately, if you're a 5 out of 10, the chances of you sleeping with a woman who's a 7 or 8 or 9 is going to be very, very slim. Guys, a woman, her sexuality and her being promiscuous, you should see it as a positive thing. Number one, because you have access to them as well, right? It's not like they're just hiding under a rock or they can't be found. They're all out there. They're everywhere. You just have to be a guy that she's really attracted to. And number two, you could just accept the fact that these women are sleeping around. So, she's with me and she's around me and having sex with me because she really wants to, right? She's not having sex with you because out of survival like that. So that's a plus as well. So she really is actually physically into you. Guys, don't be upset. This is the cold, hard truth that men have to face. Just accept it. Just realize that, my woman has slept around with a lot of different men. Now, she won't tell me. She'll smile at me. She'll kiss me in the mouth. She'll tell me how much she cares about me. She loves me. But in the deep, deep parts of her body, in the depths of her soul, she knows what guy really rocked her world. She knows what type of guy that really turns her on, that had her screaming, that had her yelling. And more often than not, you're not the guy that can do that can please her. And she still most likely has access to that guy. She can easily call him up. She can easily text him and say, hey, what you up to? If you guys get in a little argument, she can go hit up that guy. Trust me, a lot of women have certain dudes in their phone. If you can lay pipe, if you are a guy who can rock a woman's world in the bedroom, she'll keep you in her phone for years. She'll be in relationships, and if she is going through it with a certain guy that she's with, she'll say, hey, what you up to? She'll, hang out with you or come by and see you and hook up with you. Then she'll go back to the little boyfriend, right? And that's what a lot of women are doing. They go through things in their marriage situation, and now they just want a relief. They just want a little break. They want a carousel break, and a lot of women are taking those. So, is your woman promiscuous? Is your woman for the streets? I'm going to be honest, every woman is. It just depends on the type of guy that approaches them. So if they see a guy and a guy approaches them and he shoots his shot and she's feeling them some type of way, and that day, maybe you guys are having an argument or whatever, you think she won't take that chance? More often than not, she will.